A welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Good return as he takes it across the 30. Throwing to begin. It's Hurts. And that's complete to A.J. Brown.
Let's go.
A gain of 15 yards. And an Eagles first down.
On first down, it's Hurts. Open man, downfield, he's got his tight end, Goddard. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
There's another Eagles first down. First and 10.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Here's first and 10. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So a lot of options on the table now. It's first and 5. To throw is Hurts. He's got his big tight end. Dallas Goddard. Touchdown, Eagles. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, it's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
180!
Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. Forced out wide. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
19 yards.
19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
It's now second and 10.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. That is brought in by Ibuka. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That pickup good for 29 yards. On first and 10, here's Baker. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. 13 yards to start that drop. And a quick first down. So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
First and 10.
Hurts to throw. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 3. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll dive forward at the end. An effort to pick up an extra yard or 2.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Philadelphia.
Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10. And he'll dive forward at the end in an effort to pick up an extra yard or 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Ball on the 32. It's second and 2.
Great. Crown left, yeah. And let's go. No touch.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
A 5-yard gain.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground. Man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
From the 24 now, here's second and 7.
No touch.
2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Second and 7. That's Goddard in motion.
No touch.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
The RPO, that one is complete. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Jacob Parrish on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
It is second and 6.
12-yard line.
Crown left, Yeti. Great. No touch.
Hurts. This one caught at the 4. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
King. Crown left, Yeti.
At the 3-yard line.
No touch.
A second down throw for Hurts. Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Dallas Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Elliott on now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Eagles will move out to a 14-7 lead. Clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And a critical tackle there. They're getting close to scoring. Instead, they get nothing. Time has run out. This first half has come to an end. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 31
A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Got his man at the 6. And he's in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
The Bucs will set up.
He's going to try to do it himself. And he will get into the end zone. The call works as they will indeed take the lead.
14.
It doesn't happen often in the NFL, Mike, but there is nothing better when the entire stadium, the opposing team, everybody knows what play is coming, and they still can't stop it. Man, what a feeling for an offense, and it's exactly the case here.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 11-yard line.
Hey, 73, 73. Great, set. No touch.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They're out of the gun. They give it to Barkley. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
That is caught out wide on the RPO.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And we'll go right back to Goddard. He's got it again. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
That's another Eagles first
63,
down.
63. No touch.
A 1st down throw for Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. He'll dive for that first down, but it looks like he's just going to come up a little bit short.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Pretty curious decision there, Mike, to go quarterback sneak on second down. It's typically something that we see on third and fourth down. But in this case, the play caller wanted to convert this first down, don't leave anything to chance, and he's able to get a fresh set of downs.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike, but unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
In this situation, Mike, I'd love to see the play caller take advantage of 2nd and short. Typically, this is one of the best opportunities to take a play action, deep shot down the field, knowing you still have 3rd down and potentially 4th down to pick up the remaining yards. In this case, they go quarterback sneak, they convert, but I think they left a little bit on the table.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. A run with Barkley. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
They come up for 2nd and 2. Here comes Barkley. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Here we go. This is 4th down. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Oh my goodness, they were in field goal range, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
Result of the play is a turnover.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager.